So, we're back, and Beat Review Tuesdays. Once again, you look in the description box if you want to submit Beat Review Tuesdays. If you see right in front of you, you'll see Track 10 Bell Tunes Radio and, Zombie Headquarters Radio. And, those are the goals that I usually kind of try to look for stuff for this particular show. And, just helping out and just providing a platform for artists everywhere, because I consider producers artists as well. We all are. So, with that being said, we are going to go back into the show. I was actually trying to pull up A91's track, and I don't know why in the world it's in the Beat Review Tuesdays folder, and we're going to listen to it. He's already a regular on both of these shows, and he's amazing, so let's check it out. I'm not going to play any more of that because I really do like that. If you do, you want to tune in to Trap Tendo's Tuesday? What the heck, man? Trap Tendo's Tune Radio. And, you could tune in for that and hear more of that because I really do like it. Overall, I really like the strangeness of this track. It should not have been in... Anyways, let me go ahead and move that over. And, yes, we're going to... Yeah. And that is why he's a regular on there. And I'm really... That is actually my goal, is to find regular people for that show. I do, however, like King Drew, I didn't know him from the hole in the ground, if that's the saying, and he happened to turn out to be very, very good, and I think that is who did that ridiculous, silly crap, and I'm going to probably show that. And yeah, so we're gonna go and move on to Miss Bradley. Yeah. I always say her name wrong. July. And, and this is called Motion Pictures for... I love July's music. She is very freaking talented. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Just for starters, I really love the approach of the bleepy melody, and then she took a chant and made the chant melodic. Only she could think of such great things to do with her tracks. And it's very creepy, and it really graced the lines of both shows. Amazing. The mix, in terms of the mix is very good. The kick is loud. So what? In this particular reason, I know some people are like, oh, man, well, you're favoring her. No, that the reason why that her kick can be loud and counterbalance because her 808 isn't loud. Our 808 is actually supplementing for all of the low end that is not covering, and while the kick itself is the nice punchy crisp part of it, and what it's doing is giving the track an overall punch and the aggressive movement that it needs. So that in that particular area, that's why it works. Anyways, let's move on forward. I already knew I was gonna like it anyways, but I mean, she was in the championship. I had an eye on her talent for a while because there are some really gifted people out here, and she's definitely one of them. Jordan Johnson, what's happening? What's good, bro? Let me know what you think. By the way, trying to hit me with 6 months. Oh man, I don't want to share his business, man. But hold your heads for Jordan Johnson, man. He's also from Michigan, and yeah, man, it's so shucks. Damn, boy, man. Oh man, I kind of brought my day down a little bit to hear such bad news. But man, hold your head, Mr. Johnson. I really do appreciate you, man. And you know, let's pray for homie, man, because that really does suck. Dang it! I'm still trying to get used to the trackpad. But let me go ahead and bring the track. Because I actually like to talk about the track as it progresses. It doesn't matter what volume it is. My ears are just not satellite, but satellite big. Like my ears are really big. But, you know, the intro, the way it dropped, I thought the intro was a tad bit long, but it actually kind of works in terms of what I could use it for. The only reason I can't use it in terms of is because the mix itself is kind of a little bit too much. When a beat drops right there, you actually can hear the distortion. So the things about mixing tracks, and dang, he really doesn't have much time. I know it sucks, man. I really hate to hear that news. In terms of that other mix, those hats that you hear, those they could be panned, but they need to come in. They need, like, the hi-hat is on my left ear right now. That needs to come in. That needs to come in a little bit more in that pan because it's too far, it's too separated. That wouldn't sound very great on a PA system. And a lot of the stuff that's in the middle can be panned just a tad bit to figure out itself and have its own presence within that actual mix. And you know, there a lot of elements are extremely loud, but it sounds, and when I looked at the VU meter, it's not peaking. So that means that you had either fixed it by doing some compression or whatnot, which still does not make a track clean. You still have to, you know, level out the particular elements, especially when you're going to use a compressor to kind of finish him off. So yeah, other than that, man, I thought the track itself was pretty dope. I mean, you know, those things could be fixed, you know, but you know, the overall idea of a composition is what really sells a track, you know, and not everybody's going to be 100% the best at mixing anyways. And let me see, I see Carver. So I'm going to actually play his tracks because I don't want to miss anybody. I want to stay up to date as possible. So we're playing his. The composition, great. I really like how well orchestrated this is, because I mean, you use orchestra instruments, so why wouldn't it not sound orchestrated, right? But it's still very cinematic, is what I should say. You know, it kind of fits. It has as this like a movie type feel to it, quality to it. You know, and you know, it feels good. You know, and it's kind of there's some quirkiness in the actual composition itself. And you know, not that spill of the tape stops effect or whatever. That's cool, but it's like certain weird gestures within the arrangement where, you know, it's not fitting into like a 12 or a 16 bar loop, which, you know, it could be distasteful for certain things in certain issues, like as far as artists performing on it, unless you actually kind of implicate how you want it to feel. But if you were just using it from an instrumentation composition, it could be well put and used and understood in that manner if you're just listening into it for the overall enjoyment of instrumentation. The mix itself, I actually felt that it was pretty decent. You know, a little low, but you know, it still preserves some of the dynamic range that's needed for something that is this big. I feel that the snare is cutting into the mix the way it's supposed to be and sitting dead center, and I feel like the hi-hats are very well seasoned. You can actually hear some of the subtle panning in the track. So, you know, I feel that those are there. It's kind of a little quirky, which, you know, is fine, because you're kind of separating yourself from other people. So that's fine in that part. So Mr. Carver, great job. So we're gonna move on here. We got Trinity. How many I got? Holy goodness, because I've been reviewing beats for a minute, man. Holy Schmidt. Let me see. Trinity Productions. It's a lot, dude. Gosh, but I'm feeling like an A&R for real now. So we have Trinity Productions. He says, been busy. I'm back with another one, sending this one to get some tips on my mix. Thanks for checking it out, and keep up the good work on the videos, man. Appreciate it. I really do appreciate it, Mr. Trinity Productions, or Mrs. or I hate when I do that, but anyways, to Trinity Productions, that's all that matters. Why do y'all do that? But anyways, it was the 31st too, so I mean, you know, it's Beat Review Tuesdays. Anyways, moving forward from there, and I think I've already no. He sent the track twice. So this is Ace Tone Beats, which was one of the originals on the show. So I'm gonna play the track. He didn't write any subtext or anything like that. So let's check out how far has Ace Tone came since the last time. Boy, the struggle's real with me using that pad there. But anyways, onto this composition. I really do like the melody. I like it. I like the fact it's minimalistic a bit, and the growth speed effect is pretty cool. I mean, at this point in the gesture here, I hear that well too much in many people's beats. But hey, if y'all like it, I like it, right? So, but in more so and less, I'm not judging much of the composition because the musical part of it, for that matter, because that is already fine and dandy. However, the mix itself, the 808 is too loud. If the 808 was a little bit lower and if the melody was set a little higher, this track would have a crispier taste, a nice taste, and and it will probably be the masterpiece that I know that you can do. And this track is very good. I'm not saying that it's not good at all. However, mix wise is probably where this kind of loses out at. And you know what, Ace Tone, if you're out there, Mr. Ace Tone, and I'm gonna write him right now. I think I got the perfect person I'm going to pick out for my mixing series. And I'm gonna let me mix that for you. So, Ace Tone will be on that show because I definitely would like to help him out. And I think if I, just sit, he watch me do what I do, that, he would get he will understand what I'm talking about. Some people just can't learn off of words. So I'm gonna mix that for him. Yeah, because he actually has a creative bug in him that I love about his beats. However, man, those mixes just be begging for it. And man, and I've already did Mr. Moreland. Can't get two. And let's see, we got Jason Patnik. Jason Patnik. That's a unique last name. That's pretty cool. And love your channel and PAX. Thank you. Let me know what you think. Very misty, very Zelda-like. So you get the link of the day, and I definitely will be using that in Tratendo's Tune Radio. So yeah, so let's talk about this composition. I really like the mistiness of it, and I don't know what it is about me and my particular drum kits and stuff that I sell, but I find that most people use them better than I do, which is not a problem with me. I actually think that's awesome, and this composition gets better and better. So I really like that fact of that. So he's one of the hidden gems that I find on Beat Review Tuesday. There, I like that. Dang. So it has some things that I really like about this track, but overall, the mix itself is probably the blunder of the part of it. But it's not too bad to where it's unusable. But here's a couple of things that you might want to know about this Mr. Jason Patnik. That 808 needs to come down a tad bit. The kick needs to come down a tad bit. That snare needs to be deduct a little bit, you know, that, and you get a pretty good roll of a track there. So yeah, so I do like that. Moving that over, because that is gonna get some use. I really like the mysticness of it. Very Zelda-ish. And let me see. Well, we have, man, golly, I'm still getting emails. And we have Trap Productions again. I don't know why he keeps on. I mean, this dude literally flatlined everybody with his track last Beat Review Tuesday. Not to say that there wasn't other. I mean, there was a smorgasbord of banging tracks from everybody. Now I think made the mix, but yeah, here's another track. Let's hear it. Composition, perfect. Mix, I say that you would need to turn down the kick just a tiny bit, and the 808 just a tiny bit. Matter of fact, leave the 808 the way it is on the volume. Turn down that kick. And no. Better plan. Turn down the master volume on that, maybe just -2 dB, but still useful for me. I mean, for what it's worth. I mean, it's still useful to me. I can still use that. Dope, very dope. Boy, Jeremiah Bennett has been sending them. I mean, yeah, and that's good. Haven't heard from Ocean View in a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to him. Ocean View, you might as well just submit the track so I can just get it. Ooh, Texas Chainsaw Dabbaker, huh? Already love it.
Ocean.
Gosh, man, Ocean View is ridiculous, man. I cannot grasp the concept of this track. It's amazing. That is a great way to stop the show. Ocean View, you are dope as fudge, man. That's my brain up a little bit. So, we have Wassam here, and he submitted a track. I apologize, guys. And there are a few more people, man, but golly, it's all guys that I know, and I gotta really get started on the rest of this mix because I do the visuals and all that for Trap Tendo's tunes as well. But a lot of the stuff I've already heard from everybody. So if you already submitted stuff and you already been on Trap Tendo's tunes radio, man, don't worry about it because I want to check out these some of the newer guys. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out Bassam here, and that is gangster. Let me actually go to that. Do you see this mess? Anyways. The musical composition is pretty good. I like how it's not necessarily too complex or anything like that. It's very minimalistic. So kudos for that. I really do think that's pretty good. The issue is the mix itself, and the pad is too loud. It's too loud. Like it's over complimenting. To me, this is the dynamics of this track isn't up to par. And here is some key ways to fix it. All right. One of the things is about kicks and whatnot that I like to do with kicks. My kicks are always at 0 dB no matter what. They're at 0 dB no matter what. I use the naturalness of the kick, but then again, I'm using a quality kick. So, with that being said, I really, really think that the kick needs to come up there. The pad definitely has to come down. The overall main loudness of it doesn't need to be dealt with or anything like that. Just deal with just kind of balancing and leveling out where your melodic tone from that pad is coming from. And the piano, you can barely hear the piano, and you can barely hear the snare, which the snare is begging to be. It could be a little louder. But I think if you actually pull down that overly aggressive pad, that will actually fix the mix a lot, because you have a nice soft 808 kick, which the 808 kick itself is pretty good, and it compensates quite well for that track. But anyways, yeah, that's about it. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna roll out on that, man. It was a lot of episodes today. I mean, yeah, so I apologize. So I got to go back and fix that. But, if you like the video, give it a like. If you have any comments, and once again, you can submit. Just check out the description box and you'll get all the information you need to submit to Beat Review Tuesdays. Everybody else, hold tight. Trap Tendo's Tune Radio is coming. And, yeah, so hold tight for me on that. And I'm going to take it out on that note there. And, yes.